Hey guys, my name's Eric and this is my wife Emily. We're the Hazelwoods and we've been going to the Avenue for about 2 years now, and before then we weren't givers.
So we started coming in February of 2019, and it took us a little time to just get comfortable here and be involved and really feel comfortable, I guess, tithing. But I grew up in a small church, and I remember my mom writing a check every Sunday, and I was just tickled to death to be the one to put that in the offering plate as it came by as a little girl. And I never really understood it though, and then as I guess I grew up, and my perspective on it wasn't really positive, to be honest, when I was probably in high school and early college, and some of those big tithers maybe called some of the shots in the church, and it just put kind of a bad taste in my mouth. But coming here with the way that Pastors Justin and Melissa have explained tithing, it just changed everything for me. I don't know, the way they explained it and they talked about it every Sunday, I just started to pull on my heartstrings. And I remember talking to Eric about maybe we should start tithing, and he was like, yeah, I don't know, that makes me uncomfortable. Like, we're already kind of stretched or strapped. And he's always been the more frugal of the two.
Budget friendly.
He's the one that has always kind of reeled me in there.
So when we started talking about tithing, obviously I was pretty stressed because life was just beginning with us. We found out our baby boy was coming. We just didn't know what was going to come with that. As far as medically, that's probably one thing that scares me to death. We had talked about it several times. I'll never forget it when we decided to do it. We was in Panther Creek Park. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, we was on a walk, and we said that we was going to start with her income or my income.
Yeah.
And then eventually we moved over to doing 10% on her income as well. And y'all talk a lot about doing something rather than nothing.
Starting somewhere.
Yeah, starting somewhere. And I think that's huge for a lot of people because it can be a big step, and it's not easy to always budget for whatever 10% is.
So we started tithing in June of 2019, and then June of 2020, we had Henry. He was 4 months old, and we were just kind of already outgrowing our space in our condo, and we started looking for somewhere to move to. And we knew that in the middle of all that mess last year that was probably going to be a hard thing to do. And I really wanted to be back in the area of town where I grew up in. My parents live in that area still, and with my mom watching Henry, it was just where I wanted to be. And this house became available that had been, no one had been living in it for pretty much the whole year so far, and it became available, and we moved on it immediately. We went to see it, we fell in love with it. It's just a street over from my parents. We were so excited, and before we knew it, we were putting in an offer the next day, and we were like, what are we doing? We haven't even listed the condo, we haven't gotten the condo ready to list, like, what are we doing? And there was a bidding war. Even a cash offer, like, our offer should not have been the one accepted, and it was. And we got ready to move, and we were getting the condo ready to list, and we did that, and we just were so anxious and so nervous. And so we bought the house within 24 hours of it going on the market, and then the following week to the day, we sold our condo within 24 hours of listing it on the market. And for more than what we paid for in just a year before that. So it was just incredible, and we were just so thankful and so blessed, and it had just been exactly a year. And I remember Pastor Justin saying more than one time, just give it to God for a year and see what he does with it. Walk out in your faith and give it to him for a year and just see if he doesn't change your life. So we did, and he did.
Yeah, and I think one of the neat things about the whole buying and selling process was the family that bought our condo as well, which she was talking about. Their house had just burned down, and it filled a need for them, and I just felt like it was a great opportunity. And
they were specifically looking for a condo because they didn't know what they wanted to do permanently, and it was just every little detail was so worked out. We didn't do that. That was God. It was all God.
there's just no going back.
No.
I think with the way I felt, being nervous about it in the first place, it's kind of brought on a different level of trust and expectation. And I think that's huge, because he can do it. He will.
We're the Hazelwoods, and generosity has become our lifestyle.